As promised last week, we are bringing you an update on the GoodWill ransomware story. I don't actually know what the update is, but Peter's going to tell us about it. Today's Not So Critical update.
Both John and Mike questioned why I wanted to keep talking about this, because last week we talked about this GoodWill ransomware that forced its victims to go and buy KFC for some poor kids and pay medical bills or something like that. I don't know. And I asked the question of, has anybody heard of anybody who was infected by it? Because I was curious, was this just like a PR stunt, basically? So I did follow up on it, and I did try and find out more about it, and I even used some technical tools available to me to see if the the C2 domains associated with the command and control domains associated with the ransomware were ever hit by anybody ever, and I couldn't find any evidence of that. I put a message out on Twitter to a bunch of different people, and I emailed a couple of people, and I got a couple of messages back. And the consensus is that it's never been exploited. Nobody has ever been affected by this. And that was the interesting thing to me. When I checked the day after the story, and then I checked two times after that. And people are still talking about it. So when I went back and looked again, I think a day or two ago, there's tons more people talking about this, and it's such a clickbaity headline. We talked about it, right?
PC Gamer? Do you think PC Gamer?
No, it's real.
Made this up?
No. That's not my point. It's just
PC Gamer cited CloudSec. This article.
And do you think CloudSec made it up?
How does this become a story if it never actually happened?
Who was it affected?
That's the reason that I wanted to keep talking about it, is that this is a piece of ransomware that has never infected anybody and still had major headlines just because it's slightly different. And if you look now, there are so many news groups out there that are talking about this. And I want to give a shout out to Bill Toulis at Bleeping Computer, because he sent me a couple of really useful links about this and confirmed my findings that nobody.
Bill answered you?
Yeah, he sent me a message. He's a good guy, actually.
Bill's all right.
Yeah. Thanks, Bill.
Bill's fine. The rest of those
fuckers.
Yeah. Don't even start.
So wait, hold on. You might actually be onto something here, Peter. Like, you saw the command and control servers.
Yeah.
Right. Do we know if they're up?
They were ngrok domains. So do you know ngrok?
Remind me.
ngrok is a service that you can use to create short-lived tunnels for developing websites. So if you're a dev and you're developing a website on your local computer and it's not accessible on the internet, you can create an ngrok tunnel. So it's like abc123.ngrok.io, and then I can give it to you and you can check it from America. And they're designed to be short-lived. They're temporary URLs. So the C2 domains here were ngrok domains. But usually with ransomware like this, it would have a bunch of different C2 domains based on different configuration files or whatever. But they were the only ones that were found, and they were never accessed as far as I could tell. So yeah.
So
wait, right there, indications of compromise. So like
the IOC.
I'm just so confused.
What happened? The IOCs, in that they are indications that you would, if you found them on your machine, you would know that they were an
sure, but I'm saying, where are they pulling this stuff from?
Oh.
Who has been compromised?
So this was uploaded to a sample was uploaded to like VirusTotal or somewhere. The original people who found it had an actual file that they were able to pull this out of, but they weren't. It was just submitted to them. It wasn't like actually found on a victim. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it wasn't
this
an
rabbit
infection.
Hole, it keeps going deeper. My guess now, it's a conspiracy. and it's just what's the term again? Fodder something.
It's a PR stunt.
Is it guerrilla marketing for KFC?
Wait,
Maybe.
hold on a
Is
second.
Wow, that
KFC
would be
behind
right.
this?
More
Yeah.
10.
I'd say it's more of another indication of ransomware gangs hyping themselves up. Like, it's a PR stunt. We know that they're like standard software companies, so this is just a,
I don't think
you
so.
know, no?
No, I think it's something more nefarious is occurring here.
It was sinister.
What's your
Yeah.
theory, John?
Yeah.
I'm under the assumption that someone has put this out to gain traffic.
Well,
It sounds like it's a fairly,
Well,
I don't want to say simple thing, but it's doable
I mean, so
to talk about is what I'm saying.
it definitely makes. So I think all of that makes sense, but it doesn't have to be nefarious or unusual, right? So somebody uploaded the sample, cool. The sample got analyzed by security researchers, cool. Reporters saw the headline and description of the threats and thought, oh, this will get me lots of clicks, and started running with it. I don't think there was any like central conspiracy to promote this fraud
Maybe it's a
on
joke.
the American people. And Peter,
was the code original, or was this just copy pasted? The actual encryption.
It's a variation of a ransomware
Okay.
pack, or what do you call it, kit.
Yeah.
They all are. That's
Right,
nothing.
right.
That doesn't really.
Well, sometimes
you
they're
can't
like
reach any conclusions from that.
authored, like I don't want to even use the phrase.
Very rarely are they
Yeah.
entirely new.
Right.
They're all just variations of another, because they're
Like
so
big-
complex these days.
Yeah, it is.
actually,
Okay, interesting.
I see John's so convinced by this. Now I'm questioning myself, because John was the one when we did the FBI email server hack story,
Right.
who said he didn't buy it.
Yeah.
It's being
And who was
overblown.
right?
So now I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe John is right about this after all.
Think of it this way: you're technical and you're a troll, and you love being featured on news sites without actually being de-anonymized. Upload this to VirusTotal.
yeah.
Hand
That
it
could
over
be
to
it.
researchers.
It's not nefarious,
So this is
really.
promotion for the GoodWill ransomware group.
Possible.
Yeah.
Or there is no GoodWill ransomware group. It's just some guy with a fake IP in India.
GoodWill is the
who-
name of the actual ransomware. The group itself, I can't remember.
Oh, I see.
The CloudSec article says GoodWill ransomware group propagates these demands.
Oh, okay. GoodWill seems to originate out of Mumbai, India.
They also called it the GoodWill ransomware, so I don't know if they had maybe they didn't have a separate name.
So
I
is
think
this
they were,
twist on this ransomware kit maybe just rebranded as GoodWill, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a little bit
I guess-
puzzling. I think
I
this
guess-
it's just another sign that the PC world don't give a shit. They're like, oh, it's GoodWill ransomware. It's GoodWill. Whatever. Hey, look.
Right. Yeah.
They have to buy KFC.
Yeah.
You know.
So
which is
when
Not all ransomware is bad.
what we
it's
did
funny.
actually.
when John turns out to be right, we'll
Mm-hmm.
need, I guess, a not so critical update.
Update.
Yep.
Just so I can
All right.
bloat.
Guess we'll
Yeah.
see when that
Absolutely.
happens.